Well, welcome to Hammer Creek Rocks here in Pennsylvania. Maybe checking this out a little bit today. Maybe a few other things as well. So we are in Lebanon County today, here in Pennsylvania. Southern Lebanon County, right off of Route 322, which you'll hear the traffic down there. But hopefully we'll get away from that just a little bit, maybe. There's a lot of truck traffic here as well. We're gonna explore these rocks a little bit, and I got some mail to share with you today as well, just a little bit. No big packages. All right. So these rocks are pretty impressive. I was here a number of years ago. I didn't really film it, but I do remember. Yeah, there's a lot of traffic here. But I do remember one thing about this place, and that's this rock right here. I bashed my head on this rock. I forget why. I think it was like going up, wasn't paying attention, and bam. So I remember that. So yeah, I do apologize about the traffic noise. If you know me, I don't like it either, but it's later in the day, it's 4:30. I was busy doing some school stuff. Yes, this is what, July 15th. So the one place I teach at wanted schedules for the upcoming year completed today, so I had to get that. A little bit too early to be thinking about school yet. You're mid-July, but gotta do what you gotta do. So I was looking for a little place just to come hang out this evening. When I share the mail, I'll try to get a bit more away from that noise. All right. Yeah, so you can climb all over these rocks. I'll probably set you down, climb up that section right there. But there are trails that head on up. There are more rocks up the way there. Alright, well that's kind of fun. But let's head on up this trail. See if we can get things a little bit more quieter. Just a lot of truck traffic that uses this highway. That's part of the problem. There's trails going everywhere. I think there's more rocks up there, but I'm just gonna go, let's wander back this way, maybe. See if this takes us anywhere. At this point, I just kind of want to get away from the highway noise, I think. Maybe we'll just go exploring back here a little bit. This looks like our trail is dying. All right, well, we're back on that main trail. The other one didn't really go anywhere. I shouldn't complain too much about the trucks. You know, during this time, you know, the whole situation going off with the pandemic and everything, those truckers are delivering lots of goods, like my Amazon packages that I order all the time. I've been buying a lot more stuff online, so some of my stuff is in those trucks. All right. And I should note as well that we are in the beginning of another heat wave here in Pennsylvania. Well, actually the whole eastern part of the U.S. We had one a little bit earlier, but then we had a tropical storm come through, and it cooled things down a little bit, relatively. But today technically is in the heat wave, but by Sunday it's gonna be up to like 95 degrees. So I think that's about 35 Celsius for you European viewers. Some more cool rocks here. I think people come here and do like rock climbing and stuff as well. It's just a neat little place to come explore. Like I said, just trying to get out here this evening after being on the computer most of the morning, doing schoolwork and editing other videos. There's not a ton of graffiti on these rocks either. Of course, maybe I shouldn't say that, but there's a place nearby called the Potato Patch. I filmed that some years ago. That place is so heavily graffitied. It's kind of cool to climb around there. It's like a giant boulder field that goes uphill. Maybe I'll go back there one day, but it's a very popular spot with the young folk, and because of that, it's heavily graffitied. So, all right. I'm gonna look for a quiet place to share the mail with you if I can find a quiet place up here. I think if I get up on the hill a little bit more away from the road. Just kind of out for a little stroll this evening. As I say, get the legs moving and the blood pumping a little bit. Yes, I was just following this smaller trail here, and we pop out on a pretty much larger trail. So, as you know, that makes me curious. Of course, we came from down that way, except much more over that way where the rocks were. So, I guess we'll go back that way, but I think let's just, we're out here, let's just kind of see where this goes. I didn't really know this trail was here, but since I'm out here, I'm gonna check it out a little bit. Alright, well, the trail keeps going, but I think I'm going to stop right here. There's a nice little rock to sit on. We came down from that direction. I've been walking for a little bit here, and you can still hear just a little bit of traffic noise, but it's calmed down quite a bit. The road's kind of curved away from us. So I think I'm going to sit here, share some mail, and also have like a little picnic for myself here. I didn't really eat a whole lot today. Sometimes when I'm like doing computer stuff, like school and editing, I forget to eat, I guess, or I guess you just don't get hungry because you're not like really active. So I think I'll have some stuff to eat here as well. Share some mail. All right, and then I don't know what I'll do after that. Maybe we'll go back to the rocks, or maybe I'll do something else. All right, just kind of a little, like I said, this is just a little bit of an escape out here tonight to get away from being at the computer all day. I know I shared this pad several times before, this gift that someone sent me. It's like the most simplest thing, but it actually it's been coming in quite handy lately. I know I shared it just recently in a video, but I mean, it's not horribly dirty, but it's a rock and it's kind of dirty. And put this little pad down that someone sent me. Whoops, as I fall back here. I think RC sent me that. It's a nice little thing to sit on there. Clean and comfortable. So anyway, get yourself one. Weighs nothing and you just slips right in your bag. Alright, it's mail time. And our first piece of mail is a postcard from Johnstown, Pennsylvania. And this is from Donald. I won't say your last name for privacy reasons, but I like your last name. It sounds like it comes from, what was that movie, The Highlander? Or some other good old Scottish name, kind of. Or maybe it's Irish, but anyway, it kind of reminds me of that. It kind of reminds me of that. I want to say it, but I won't for privacy reasons. But anyway, thanks for the videos, and he's the one that sent me a picture of. He drew a picture of a giant snake that he saw on the trail. Kind of got me thinking a little bit as to what that could have been. There's no native snakes in Pennsylvania that get to that size, but often enough people release like their pet snakes into the wild, so it could have been like one of those python or boa constrictor very easily. You know, when people get those things, and then they get pretty big, and then get a little bit too big for their cage or for wherever they have in the house, and they don't know what to do with it, so they let it go. And that's a big problem in places down in Florida. Of course, pythons live wild down there now, and it's wreaking havoc on the ecosystem down there. But here in Pennsylvania, when they're released, they can't survive our cold winters, so they don't make it. So I'm guessing maybe that's what it could have been, because they do get pretty big. But it's pretty cool. I've been to Johnstown once. I was there last summer. That wasn't for filming. That was my job. My summer job last summer was stripping and waxing floors for Dollar General. So I think there's several stores in Johnstown there, Dollar General. So Donald, I might have worked in one of the Dollar General stores that you go to, so that's kind of interesting. But I'm not doing that this summer, thankfully. My friend John still is, but anyway. All right, the next thing I got is from, I think her name is Yvonne. Hope I'm saying that correctly. But she sent me a nice handwritten letter in cursive. You don't get too many cursive letters anymore. Nice little card. And a homemade card, that is. And she actually, she did some, she pressed some leaves and flowers. You don't see people doing that too much anymore. It's kind of like a, call it an old school thing. I mean, I do see some young people doing it, but we did that like back when I was in elementary school, when we did a leaf collection, or even in high school. We didn't take pictures and stuff like that. We had to, flies everywhere. Sorry. We would gather leaves and put them in like this, you know, old catalog or the phone book. We'd press them in the phone book till they dried out. Nowadays, I mean, in my classes, I give my kids the option of doing that, but they can also go out and take pictures and just print those pictures right off their computer. Of course, they're not allowed just to print pictures off of, like, you know, Google Images and stuff. I have ways of making sure they don't do that. So they have to show like their finger or something that's theirs in the picture, so I know it's their picture, like a ring or something, or a figurine, so I know that they're the ones taking a picture, not just like taking them off the internet. So, because that is a problem. Oh, and she sent me some other gifts. She sent me some essential oils. One is the lavender. And there's one called Thieves, which I've never heard of. I guess I'm saying that right. There's also a little bottle of sanitizer with the same name. Now, I have gotten into essential oils a little bit recently. The bug spray that I use is essential oils. It's from a company called doTERRA, and some friends of mine, they make their own kind of mix, and I use their recipe. But so I have some other essential oils at home. I don't have lavender or this one, but I'll have to text my one friend, and I think I'll text Grace and ask her. Yvonne put a little bit of information about this one in there, but I want to see if my friend Grace knows more about this. But I might get in trouble because they, like I said, they use doTERRA, and this is the competing brand, Young Living. So I might get scolded for having the other brand. But I'm looking more into essential oils. They're kind of interesting. I might make a video one day on the bug spray that I use. If you're interested in that, you can let me know down below. Alright, and the other items I had were not sent to me in the mail, but you may have remembered, when was that? That was this past winter. Someone sent me some soap. They also sent Mike from out Naturing some soap. Her name was Jennifer. My soap was called Woodsman, and his was called Waterfall. I'm currently still using the Woodsman. I don't use it every day. It does smell great though. And the Waterfall one I haven't used yet. But her family was recently down, actually not too far from where I live, and they invited me over at the cabin they're staying at, and Mike from out Naturing was there too, so that was kind of cool. We spent the evening together. Had a good meal. Thank you for that. But anyway, she gave me some more soap, so I gotta use the soap she gave more often. I only had the 2 bars, so I thought I'd make them last, you know. But now I have more to use, so I can just, you know, use it all the time. So I haven't opened these yet. Bunch of different scents. So I'm gonna open these up with you right here, and we'll smell them together, or well, I will smell them. Remember, I wish, you know, we needed this at, you know, smell-o-vision, so you could, is that a word, smell-o-vision? Anyway, that you could smell what these are. But this one is called Spicy Summer. So, I like that, sounds good. It's colorful. Look at that. Wow. Well, look at the colors on the top there, swirly. You know, it's not an overpowering spice, but not quite what I was expecting. Sorry, you keep hearing me sniff here. I like to smell things. I think I get that from my mom. My mom's a sniffer too. But mom is one of those moms that nothing escapes her smell-wise. Like if you're doing something you shouldn't, like growing up, if you're doing something you shouldn't and it was smellable, she would smell it. And you would get in trouble. Alright, next one. Summer Berry. I forgot all the names of the ones she sent me. Oh wow, that looks like a, oh, there's like little berries on the top. Not real berries. Well, that's berry-like. Yeah. It almost looks like a slice of cake, you know, with berries on top. That's very mild though, not overpowering, which is good. We'll have to figure out which one's my favorite then. I'll save that one for last. What's this one? It's just called green. Alright. Oh, I wasn't expecting that title. She showed them to me that night, but oh wow, it's got like little plants on top. Huh, interesting. Can't quite make out the, kind of does smell like plants in a very mild way. It's interesting. But I love the little plants on top, like there's little succulents. That is an interesting. Right, and the last one, she liked this one. This is Trillium. She said it doesn't smell like trilliums, but like she likes the colors. So let's see what this is like. I'm curious to see what this smells like. Has the Trillium flowers on the top there. That's a very mild smell as well. So which is my favorite? I'll turn you off, I'll give you a moment to guess. Which was my favorite? We had the Trillium. We had the spicy summer berry, or the green. You might be able to tell from my reactions which one's the best. I liked all of them. I do like the way soap smells, like these kind of scented soaps, but I'm gonna turn you off, give you a moment to figure out which one I like best. Well, I guess you really didn't have much of a moment. I had more of a moment off camera. Eat some more food and stuff, but so which one? If you guessed spicy summer, you were correct. That was my favorite. I like that spicy smell. I haven't done too much baking lately, but I do like to bake sometimes, like make cornbread and stuff like that. I love the nutmeg and what's that, mace and all those spicy things. So spicy summer is my favorite. All right, thanks Jennifer for all this soap. I have no reason now to stink. All right, so I'm gonna have a little bit more to eat here, and I'll pack up all my stuff, and then like I said, I'm not quite sure what I'll do. I think I'll follow this trail down, see where it comes out at. I know there's a road down there. There's the main highway, but there's another road down there as well. More of a dirt road. I know there used to be an old iron furnace down there somewhere. Maybe look around. But there was a lot of people down there in the creek as well. So, but anyway, once again, thank you for all the mail and packages. I appreciate it all, whether it's, you know, a postcard or a homemade letter with, you know, pressed leaves on it, or whether it's a big box full of goodies. It is all appreciated. So I thank you for that. It's always fun, like I said, to get mail, open it up and see what it is. I love sharing it with you guys on here as well. So I'm gonna quit yapping, get snacking. All right, making our way back down. One day maybe I'll explore where this trail actually goes, but don't have the time for it tonight. Alright, so up here is our little side trail that we took when we first came up to this one. Kind of goes out that way. That takes you back down to the rocks, but we're gonna keep going this way. It looks like this goes downhill pretty sharply. That old road should be down here. Well, there's a split in the trail down here. We could go this way. Let's just quick. Seems to be the one less used. Looks like something interesting over here, though. Yeah, someone's been cutting trees down. Looks, I don't know, maybe someone was getting ready to make a fort or something. Yeah, you can see someone cut down all these. Oh, bug just flew in my eye. Sorry. Someone cut down all these trees here. because I don't think the trail really doesn't go on. Well, down there are the rocks. So, right, not sure. Let's head back to the other trail though. Yeah, that traffic noise is back too now. That was inevitable. Yeah, so up there are our rock buddies again. This is where we came up last time. I came up this trail. It's just that, when you're turning around here a moment, it's just that when we came up, I headed up towards the rocks, but that trail continues up that way, so now we know. Alright, so I think I'm probably just going to end this video here. I'm almost back down to the parking area. I don't really want to film too much more around the heavy traffic. Like I said at the beginning, I was just looking for a quick little spot to get out this evening. Thought I'd share some mail with you as well. But anyway, thanks for coming along with me, even on these little unplanned, noisy adventures. I'll see you on the next one.